Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Civilization 6. My name is Ybot. We're playing as the Vikings in an island plates map on in a game that I like to call the Viking Epic, because we're playing on epic speed. And getting to a point here where the AI is starting to get a little ridiculous. Actually, it's not as bad as I thought. We're only 26 versus 34, so it was 36, it would be 10, so it's 8 technologies behind the Australians. It's not ideal, but we are catching up. That being said, John Curtin's just made it to the modern era. He's building airfields. We're fighting with Viking warriors and caravels. So keep that in mind. I think we can actually bring this guy up here safely and bombard a little. That's a thought. Move my Viking dudes up. Oh, this could be problematical. Alright, so next turn, I guess we're just gonna let our dudes get hit here. Oh, they actually targeted my berserkers. I would have thought they would target the ship rather than the unit. I thought the ship would actually do some sort of escort. Alright, well that's good to know. It's actually a good little meat shield for certain ships. But we do need to get him out of here. Otherwise he will die. Let's give this guy the right side promotions. More sight. Goes outside of friendly territory. I think we do that anyway. Plus combat strength when defending versus ranged attack. Yeah, these are all for like ship-to-ship combat. Plus 14 strength versus naval raider units. Interesting. Anyway, let's bring in this caravel, smack them around a bit. We literally can't land any of our Viking troops here. That is irritating. Yeah, so they're pretty much useless in this little fight here. Rank it at shipyard or workshop. What is the gold adjacency bonus here? It'd probably be just the +2, because we don't have a resource. So that would mean +2 production. We could double it to +4. I think this is a better deal right here for now. We can stack that though when we change policies. How far away are we from medieval, from Merchant Republic here? 9 turns +5. Yeah, we can get both of these, I think, so we'll start with the workshop. Get at least one building in there. Make way for the factory later on. Is there nothing else that needs attention? Okay, still working on the university. Have the lighthouse in a turn. I guess we'll move this guy down. Next turn. Unit needs orders. Yeah, get a mine gun. Got a boost for riflemen. Cool. We're rifling. Trade post created. I guess that means that it's done. Next. Should get a city down here to take advantage of all that mercury. Also to take advantage of Everest. So they just bombarded that boat. That's fairly smart. I think we can attack it on at least 3 sides. Actually, we can do 4 sides if we had the units for it. Gandhi finished the... Is it the Colossus or the Colosseum? Okay. Repeat that route for now. Choose research. We completed chivalry. We haven't really done any sort of things with commerce zones, so that's not a high priority. I think that square rigging is the highest priority right now. See if we can get some of those ships out. See if we can start taking over other people's cities. Possibly some juicy Australian cities. Although they might be out of reach already. Not sure. A shipyard would be really good here, but a water mill would be more useful in the immediate future. If we get a quadrium, it would be ready just in time for an upgrade. Maybe that's the answer. Watermill gives +1 food as well. Actually, let's do that first. We'll go ahead and clear that, and... oh. Well, that's one way to get your watermill. Now then, shipyard. We probably want to pull this one out. Send in the caravel. Get you over here. Attack. You fortify till you're healed. You come in and attack. You heal up. You guys just all beat on it. Might as well land for now. Next turn. So they did some moderate damage to the caravel. We might want to get it out of there. Possibly. This has a completed harbor, which is very nice. It's going to have a +3 gold adjacency bonus. So that's helpful. Yeah, that's not going to be good. So I mean, we can do this with the 2 ships. Maybe we do want to attack. Maybe safer just to wait. We can attack with the Viking amphibiously. Yeah, we'll pull that one out of range. Alright, choose production. Where are we choosing production? Down in Stavanger. 40 turns for the university. We got an awful lot of gold a while ago. We don't have quite enough. We're just a little shy on just outright purchasing a university, though. So we can rush by one in a couple of locations here. Should probably drop some sort of building here, now that we're able to do so. Question is, where would we put it? Kinda SOL, to be honest. Maybe drop it right here. I mean, it would get a bit of an adjacency bonus, but we're giving a precious... I honestly didn't think this city would get as big as it did. Maybe we should have waited and put the industrial zone there, because there's crap tiles here that we can use. We need that culture building, though, because we're suffering heavily in terms of culture. Or lack thereof. Guess we don't need it right away. For now here, speaking of culture, we'll drop down the monument. If we were to put a culture square down, we could maybe put one here. We could also just simply put in a harbor, which is what I normally would do. That might be the better choice. It's not like we're going to be building districts on the ground in either location. Sure, let's drop a harbor. But we'll finish the monument first. You can run back at square and fire, or hex. You get the mine. Just keep exploring. Alright, next turn. So our Caravel took significant damage here. He's gonna have to pull back as well. And a horseman attacked me. That's just freaking adorable. And we can amphibiously assault that guy, and that's the end of that. Move you over there. Get closer to the encampment. Just creep up a little more. I think we can actually get you out and have you fire. Yeah, I think we've got this city right here. Start with the Berserker. End it with the 2 Caravels. Actually, this one is considered a major victory and we won't die. And we'll take the city. Delicious water. Oh, Egypt's gone. Keep the city. Oh, we didn't move this guy in. Okay. We can move that in. Production. Let's go ahead and repair this. Keep exploring. Oh, the Japanese are trying to settle. Interesting. We could actually take the Japanese capital once we get square rigging, assuming they're not too far ahead of us, and that would actually be a really good city to take. So would Nagoya here. Actually, we could take everything except for Tokyo and do some serious damage to them. Cleopatra's defeated. This city requires more housing. Just a sec. He's happy to accept this deal. I don't really want your chocolate, man. What are you willing to give me for this? Not as much as I was expecting. So no thank you. Japan was giving me like 1,500 at one point, so I think I'll wait until they hate me less. Or until I just go to war with them. We got a boost to printing press. Very nice. As well move the Vikings into the Berserkers into the city. We'll send the rest of our Berserkers, send them out to explore for now. Have this guy take his second promotion. And production choice. Yay, we finally have our university up. So 85 science per turn here. Very good, very nice. Could get a lighthouse. That's going to help. Shipyard's going to take forever in the city. That's unfortunate. And once again, we can build yet another trader. I don't want to build another caravel now since they're so cheap and they're actually really good. Just fortify that guy for a little bit. So the city's housing capped again. Trade route amounts have been increased because I captured a city with a harbor. Alright. Next turn. Got this builder with one charge. What's this area right here? It's just plains without that. Maybe we'll clear those. No, we don't want to go to war with Japan, not yet. Next turn. I'd like to get my ship force up a little bit. Though their capital is vulnerable to 3-ship assault, but it needs to be weakened. We can't just go in there guns blazing and just bash our ships, ram our ships into the capital and expect it to go down. We'd need to have many, many ships. So now these guys can move up and take a poke at the horsemen. These guys can just fortify in place and let the barbarians come to them. And I think it's definitely time for exploration. Exploration is the obvious choice. We get a new government. We get additional trade route slots with this government. We get 2 wild card slots, 2 slots for economic cards, 1 military slot, but I mean, let's take a look at our government right now. Let's see if we want to change anything, actually. Change our policies. Do we have anything new yet? Medina Quarter. What do we got? So right now we still have serfdom. We might be able to get rid of serfdom for now. If we can find, and only if we can find something better. What could a good policy be right now? Conscription is good. Raid is good, except we're not raiding enough. We could grab sack if we wanted to weaken something. Sack might be good for attacking Australia if we wanted to do that. Get those guys put in line, put them in their place. Maritime Industries is obsolete, pretty much obsolete. Professional army would be good, though. Let's try professional army for now. Yeah, let's do that. It's going to be 8 turns, but then it's going to be 8 turns till we get exploration anyway. Great persons were into Alfred Nobel. Congo's just generating a ridiculous amount of great scientist points, as is Australia. Once again, both are vulnerable. I really want to get my friggin' theater square up, yo. Don't know. Sucks, because this is a really... Mines are really, really good, but we can get so many of them that I think this might be the best bet. Sucks. Well, down goes the theater square. Maybe we can chop that woods there and get a little bit of a boost. Pedro's upset that I don't have enough money. I think I'm doing just fine. Caravel 9 turns in that city. Actually, speaking of gold... Curtin likes that we have a lot of people. That's good. So we can actually purchase our university now. Or at least one. We can purchase a university now. If we get to the correct city that has a campus, that is. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. We got a university up. 93.4 science per turn, which means we are still crawling behind. In terms of raw science generation, that puts us tied at 3rd place with Gandhi, I think. I believe if we were to explore right here, we'd see that the Australians are starting to get their research labs up. Actually, it's not a bad idea to send some, send a caravel to just poke around, see what's going on with them. So we'll do that. So I am relatively certain that our information is quite obsolete at this point. Let's see, this guy. How long is it going to take him to get there? Not too long, 6 turns. How backwards are the Indians here? Well, they're not as quick as we are on the science uptake, but they're doing okay. Alright, so I was going to clear this, I think. Sure, let's do that. Returns on this harbor. The poles are starting to inch closer to me. But I'm not that concerned about them. I'm more concerned about the Australians and the Congo. Guys with crossbows. You guys just keep moving. How's Thebes doing in terms of growth? It's got a Stave Church, so that's helping with the pearls. Cheese production. Ah, this city right here. Cool. So I want to get the holy site done. Oh! Oh my goodness, the aqueduct is actually finished. That is incredible. Now we'll start work on the campus. Very, very, very slowly. Push those guys off. You guys can come up, shoot horses. So we have an additional 2 trade routes now. Okay, good. Right, the of course our harbor finished there. We'll get a third one with this harbor getting done. I just want to check things out in terms of the advanced, how advanced these various areas are. You can see that Gandhi's not too advanced. We can check the tech tree, that'll show us clearly. So Gandhi's actually about the same as us. Curtin and Mbemba Zinga are booking it down the tech tree here at an alarming rate. Hojo Takamoni. Hojo is in the industrial era. Gandhi's still in the Renaissance. So it's possible that our information on Hojo is out of date. As far as Gandhi is concerned, I think we're still good. It's also possible that Australia doesn't have much of an army still, despite their advanced technological level. But they can change that probably in a big hurry if they want to. Yeah, and it's peculiar, but Japan hasn't actually upgraded much here. Alright, so where is my quadrim? We want to get that back to the nearest home base. This is 6 turns. Yeah, just send it right back here. Can we just like buy a quadrim? Nope. Definitely nope. Alright, next turn. So 3 turns until our frigates are done. Or our frigates are ready to go. Make that deal more appealing. So you want me to give one of my irons up in exchange for 8 gold and your offer of open borders. Care to throw a whale in? So you want me to pay 6 gold for that? Just for your whale. What would this take? 4 gold? Nah. How about what would you give me for this? You know what? I need friends. I'll give you one of... It's practically giving you the pearls, but we'll take that. It's a very, very favorable deal. Another barbarian encampment. Hamar. Which one is that? Oh, it's this one. Uh-oh. That's kind of close by. So this is interesting. Nagoya, still pretty weak. Yeah, none of these cities have upgraded walls. That could change extremely fast, though. Which city owns this? Can I tell? No, it doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like I can tell. I mean, I can take an educated guess. I know that Nagoya owns these two right here. So they can only have 2 districts. So that means it's these two, and that means that Takamentsu would own the campus, the holy site, and the... it could have potentially one more district. Yeah, and it has the harbor. So that explains that. Wow, Japan's a really tempting... Japan's a very tempting target indeed. Especially since they already have all of that stuff up and ready to go. That would really help me catapult my science if I could take that. So they're probably my next target. Unless they have a ridiculous military that I'm just not aware of. They have nothing. Cool. I mean, my berserkers aren't really up to the task. But I could upgrade them, actually. I could upgrade these guys into proper musketmen, which would be up to the task. That's something to consider. I also need to get some trade routes up. Oh. The scout attacked me. Alright. Yeah, you get back to dryland, please. Alright, rank cadet. You know what? Start building a trader. We want to get as many traders as we can manage. Probably also want to get to work on those ancient walls here. Technically that's the closest settlement to Japan, so maybe ancient walls here as well. I'd love to get the shipyard up and running, but that doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Wow, this city's terrible for production, even though it's right next to a bunch of hills. What is wrong with this place? It has 1 pop is what's wrong with this place. Alright. You know what? We're working on walls first. Safety first. That guy out. Send you down. You haven't been sent quite down yet. Yeah, they're building research labs. They're not quite there yet, but they're definitely getting started on them. Now, if we want to, we can attack Australia. We can do some damage. We can't... Their cities are untouchable for now, but we can definitely cripple them. Cripple at least their seaside stuff. It would take some time, but we can get this guy over here, pillage one of their campuses, get a lot of science out of it. Assuming we don't get attacked, of course. Then they also have this campus right here and this industrial zone that are both vulnerable to pillaging. You know, assuming that their city isn't just right here. Alright, next turn. So this is Perth right here. You can see that clearly now, so this must be Canterbury up here. All the Australian cities will kick the crap out of us, but we could do some pillaging through here. The Australians are going to start getting out probably a lot of anti-tank guys. And Jadviga's denouncing me. I wonder if she's actually going to act on that. Jadviga's entered the modern age. Oh, Japan has frigates. That complicates things. Yeah, they actually have a good navy. 2 frigates so far. Well, they're rebuilding their forces. It's probably the entirety of their army. So we could just attack other cities other than their capital. Alright. I think we'll choose a new subject of research, and then we'll throw down a cut in this one. So, what we want is we want amphibious assault. I think we're... Yeah, we want to be pushing our amphibious assault techs, which means we'll want battleships sooner rather than later. We'll also want to be able to build fleets and armadas, and on land we'll want to be building corps and armies. We probably just want to get castles out of the way because it's cheap. We also have a civic to choose. Let's grab naval tradition so we can get the boost to harbors. That's going to come into play very shortly with the with shipyards getting completed in various cities. So I want to have the option available to use that. Alright, Thebes. Thebes, what do we want to do with you? We want you to grow, actually. You originally... I could have sworn, yeah, it was building a harbor, but it didn't ever finish it. Which technically is a good thing. We can choose what we want to build there next. How about Shadat? How long is it going to take to build a trader here? An eternity. Okay. Thebes, we probably want to get walls up as well. And we have our new government. Alright, I guess this one's going to run a little longer as well. We'll get the Merchant Republic up and running. I think we'll keep Professional Army as one of our slots here. One of our cards. Colonial Offices, I'm not sure if that one's going to be useful yet. Serfdom is definitely one we want back. Aesthetics eventually. Oh, press gangs, yes. I think we can actually get rid of the feudal contract and throw in press gangs. Although that could work for some other things too. And maybe just throw down conscription here for now. So we got press gangs. We've got professional army, we've got conscription, we've got natural philosophy, we've got serfdom. We can switch over to charismatic leader. Or maybe Merchant Confederation. Yeah, actually, let's do Merchant Confederation. That'll help us get some gold. We're generating tourism. Nice. And we're generating a whole lot of gold now. Very good. And we've got some new envoys to send out. Well, our industrial zone is up and running, so we might as well send the third envoy here to Buenos Aires. We've got several campuses, so sending a third envoy out here would be good too. But if we get another one here, then I'm not sure how good that's going to be anymore. Hatusa's good, but what's the most optimal choice right here? Probably spread things out a little. Okay, so what's this going to give us now in terms of science? +4 science, plus the buildings, I assume. We're generating +10 science from that city. Need to move those guys up. Need to move these guys up. And unless I'm mistaken, I do believe that's going to be it for this video, guys. Let's quickly just take a look at Rank Cadet, see how much effort it's going to take to actually build a frigate. 8 turns, that's pretty damned good, I'd say. And over here in our capital, how long would it take? Probably 8 turns as well. 10 turns. Okay, so pretty good. So Rank Cadet is still focusing exclusively on production. That is good. The city also has a surprisingly high production rate. Oh, and we can also drop our... Do we want a theater square here? We'll decide that in the next episode, guys. I don't want this one to run on too much longer than it has. Every single episode's run on too long this series. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've been enjoying these videos, guys. And I will see you next time.